Hello and welcome to another episode of ClickDesigns. Super excited to be here with you guys today. My name is Angie Norris and I'm a power user of ClickDesigns, here from week to week to show you the power of this amazing tool and how you can use it and leverage it for your business, for your clients, and even your personal life, as I have shown you that I use it for. Now, if you guys have been tuning in, we are in a series called 8 Ways to Make Money with ClickDesigns. Yes, how can you earn money using this platform? This has been exciting. We've talked about podcasting and YouTube, brand kits, social media. This week, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, print on demand. Yes. So if you aren't too full from Thanksgiving, how many people enjoyed their Thanksgiving meals? Drop some of the favorite foods that you had. I would love to see if maybe you had a recipe that you cooked and everyone thought it was a hit. So let's get hungry with some of your posts. But last week was the U.S. holiday Thanksgiving, and it's always a fun time to reflect, to be thankful for the things that we have, and I'm thankful for this community, so thank you guys for being here. So today, POD, print on demand. We're going to be talking about mock-ups and t-shirts and designs. I have made lots of gifts for teachers and friends, for my children, for my kids' soccer tote bags. I've made them for shirts. So personally, I've made a lot of stuff, but professionally, I've also made a lot of stuff. I've had swag throughout every business venture that I've ever had, and I used to run a Halloween bus party for 10 years through my 2000s, right? So from 2000 to 2009, for 10 years, I had this Halloween bus party, 350 people every year on 9 buses, and I had it like a machine. It was like clockwork. I would get lots of swag from koozies, and we had, what would we have? We had t-shirts and banners, mugs, cooler bags. We had flasks. I mean, we had so much swag every single year, and people still wear that stuff and still use that stuff today. And it's just powerful because branding lasts the test of time. Now, my first introduction to real swag was when my first position ever out of college full-time was with A.G. Edwards & Sons, and I was a vendor relationship manager, where these companies, the annuity companies, mutual fund companies, retirement companies, they would send me swag because they wanted me to like them so that I would start to talk about their products and services to our brokers, because I did a newsletter, I did lots of stuff to make sure that our vendors were connected to our brokers, our financial consultants for A.G. Edwards. And so I have a lot of swag. I still have a lot of it to this day, and it's been 25 years, but I love it so much because it's a reminder of that product, of that business, of that brand. And fast forward today, I have a good friend of mine who owns Swag Monster, and I've helped her create mock-ups for her stuff. I'm going to show you guys that today. So without further ado, let's get started here and jump into some slides and then the software. As we continue on in our series, 8 Ways to Earn Money with ClickDesigns, I am super excited to talk about this topic today because it's one of my favorites. Now, this series is based on a Facebook post that the team put out a few weeks ago or several weeks ago, and it was something that I thought, you know what, let me go deeper on these. That's why I put this series together for you, for those who want to make some extra cash, namely going into the holidays here, and maybe you're looking to earn some extra change so that you can buy more presents, or you can make sure that you're getting the most out of this software. The software can do much more than just create designs for your business. It can be a moneymaker as well. So that's why we're sparking ideas with you. And today we're going to be focused on this topic right here, print on demand business, which is one of my favorites. And so we're going to get started here. I'm going to give you some ideas of some of the websites that I've used or that I know of that you can use to build your own print on demand business, and then use ClickDesigns to actually earn money. One of the things I wanted to show you is going to the templates and going over to apparel. That's where you'll find the bulk of most of the things that are generically, or generally I should say, print on demand. This is the most popular one, where you can order one sweatshirt or one t-shirt or one hoodie and have it printed. You pay a vendor and you don't know where it comes from. You don't know if they're doing it or someone else, but you are receiving this amazing thing that's been customized to your brand or customized to your logo, or maybe it's a shirt that they've created and you're just buying it. No matter what, it's pretty cool, but you can earn money too. So if you want to become a print-on-demand vendor, you'll use ClickDesigns to create some epic, and I'm talking epic mock-ups of your materials. You can. So let me show you a few of my favorites. Printify. I love Printify. Printify has 1,000 products, and it's really cool because you basically create a ton of amazing bestsellers: t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, hoodies, kid clothing, stickers, phone cases, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And it's really cool because you'll see that there are tons of different little products that you can sell and earn money. So, catalog here. You can go in here and you can see. So what does that mean? What does that mean for you to be a product on-demand seller? It means that you are going to partner with a brand, a software company like Printify, and you will sign up for Printify and you will create all of your products. Then you will either have Shopify or Etsy or other platforms where you will sell. So you'll have your own storefront and you create the Printify on the back end. Printify will fulfill it for you. They will ship the product, print the product, mail the product, and they will even take the payment, and then they will give you the money that you've earned. There are small fees for each thing. So a t-shirt, you'll pay a base wholesale amount. You get to mark it up to another price and you get the difference. It's pretty cool. So that's one thing that I love using is Printify. Another one is Gelato. Gelato is great because it also has a ton of products, but even better, you can customize them. So if people want to put their name, if they want to put different variables across them, and you can actually create that for your buyers, which is really, really cool. All right, the next one that I want to talk about is coffee. Coffee is actually really popular to start your own coffee business where you can white label your own coffee and have it shipped, which is really, really cool. Another one is called PrintKK. PrintKK also has tons of products that you can use, and you can actually go and create some amazing epic graphics in ClickDesigns, add them to tons of products, and then you can sell them. Another one is Redbubble. I love Redbubble. Redbubble is great because they have lots of products. You actually don't even have to worry about starting a Shopify account or starting an Etsy store. They will do all the selling for you. You just receive whatever the incentive is. So the cost for the product, they sell it for you, and then you get the difference, and it's a nice way. It's not as much as if you had your own Shopify store, but it is a great way to get started in this business. And if you're an artist and you create some really epic stuff, or maybe you're using AI, you can add them here, which is really cool. And then finally, I want to just mention Amazon merch on demand. So partnering with Amazon in any of their ways is amazing. And you can go in here and you can see that they have their own print on demand where you can actually earn money, no inventory. They can even plug in their Prime shipping, and they have a built-in audience, which is even better. So you can use this as well. So those are just some of the ideas. There are many out there. You can research it. But today I want to just show you around all the products in ClickDesigns so that you guys can earn and sell. The other side of it is going on Fiverr and selling mock-ups. So that's another thing too. Other people have print on demand, and maybe you are going to take their store to the next level by using the graphics inside here. So we'll come back to this in a minute, but I just wanted to give you that overview of what print on demand is, how you can leverage it and be a seller of print on demand, or now you can also help people on Fiverr who are looking for people to create the mock-ups. Another thing you can do is create stickers. And if you go to start from scratch and you could do click blank canvas, let's just do 1000 by 1000. And we create some stickers. We can go over here to elements and scroll down, and you'll find a section called stickers. So go ahead and click that, and we can actually tap these stickers in. And you can create one by one. You can create a whole sheet of them. But isn't that cool? Look at all these amazing stickers. Yeah, pretty neat. And you know, right now with Black Friday, you could be using these stickers to create products. So over here on Printify that we talked about earlier, catalog, if you go in here, you should see stickers somewhere in here. Let's see, best sellers, engraving. They have so many different products: men's clothing, women's clothing, kids clothing, accessories, and home and living. So if we went over here and let's see if we can search. So click on catalog and go to, let's see here, let's go to other. And let's see if we can type in stickers. So S-T-I-C-K-E-R. Okay, so look over here. So we have bumper stickers, square stickers, sticker sheets, kiss cut stickers, square vinyl stickers, die cut stickers, round vinyl stickers, die cut. So you could make an entire thing of stickers right here. What's great about this is you can offer this to your clients. So over here, you can create the sticker one by one or do a whole sheet. So right now we're doing a sheet. So if we click on elements and we'll go over here, you can get maybe some of the same type of theme, or you can just do a miscellaneous batch, but you just line them up however you want. Let's see, this one, good vibes. Oh yeah, makes me hungry. And then you arrange them, right? And then back over here on Printify, you saw that there was sticker sheet bundles. So 10 or sticker sheet 5-piece. There's even just a sticker sheet singly, right? So pretty cool. And this is print on demand. So if you created a bunch of stickers, whether you use the ones in ClickDesigns, like the pre-made ones. So again, how you find that is inside your editor on the left menu bar, click on elements, and then you'll scroll all the way down until you see sticker, right? So like those are lots of great stickers here that you guys can use for print on demand. And that's a kind of one that you don't think about, and that's why I wanted to bring that one up. Another thing is you can create any design. So elements, if we go back here and we scroll back down and look at these avatars, these would make great stickers. So if I put this on there and we can put that right here, we can corner the edges, we can make it a circle like this, and we can do that for a ton of, these are pretty cool. Another idea, you could use the AI images. So let's see, circle image, there's that one. Let's make one more of those and then we'll move on. But you're getting the idea, right? You're getting the idea. And if I want, I can crop him out. See how there's so much space up here? You just crop it, like go up to crop image and you move the little dials down like that. Perfect. There we go. And then make that smaller. Okay, so we've got 3 round stickers there. You could make them more like this if you want, or if you wanted to do the border like they're doing. What you do is, so if I do circle image and you duplicate this, so click on duplicate, so you have 2, make this one go up here to, I think it's brightness, and you click the brightness and go all the way. There we go. So you go all the way, and then you move this right here. We'll add a border color, which is going to be white, and make the border width pretty big. And you put this on top. And let me make the background dark so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to do here. So we just keep making the border bigger. And then you can add that here. So see how it's adding this little sticker-like feel, right? So you can make that. Let me change the background back here. Actually, we'll just keep it red just for purposes so you can see. So there you go. Now you can also look at any design in here. So if I go to templates and I scroll down, and you can pick any of these designs that are already ready made. Or go over here on the left, go down to image where it says AI, click on library, and you can search. So let's search for character. Oops. Let's see if there's any. They're not coming up, but I'm going to show you another way to get to it of where I like to do it. So these are probably ones that I've actually created in the library. So if we click save, and then we exit, let me show you up here. So click on AI images. That's another way to get to it. I think my browser timed out. That's what was happening. But we can go back and I'll show you how to do it in the editor again. So in here, you'll have different credits depending on your plan, but you can use any of these images. Like this one would be a cool sticker. We can make a mom and daughter as a sticker. You can add writing to it. Let's see. Let's find one that would be a cute one for a sticker, and like this one right here. Let's do this one. So if we click on edit image, it's going to bring this guy up. I'm going to take out the background, and then what I will do is I'm going to duplicate him. So let's go down, click duplicate right there, and then we will make this back person right here. We're going to add brightness right here, brightness under image filters. Click on the little pencil and move it all the way to white. Then we will add a border. So if you click on this right here, click on white, and then, ooh, that looks really good, doesn't it? Move this up like this. So let's add a bigger, that's not what I wanted. I wanted circle image. Now let's do that. There we go. Okay, it's getting there. It's just taking me a little bit. Let's move this down. Okay, move this up. So you kind of see that he's becoming a sticker right there, right? And then you can print that. How cool would that be, right? So that's just an example. Go back over here to the bottom left, click on AI image, click on library. Okay, there they are. See, I knew they would show up. Just takes a minute. Now we could add any of these. Like this one looks really kind of cool. So say I wanted to make that one into, take him out. Let's go back here and say we want to make this a sticker. Let's corner the edges like that. What if we wanted to write something on here? Like maybe take this out because it doesn't really have any words, right? So click on shapes, click on maybe this, or let's click on elements and look at the elements here. Let's just do the square, it's fine. And move that just like so. And we can make that any color. So say we wanted to make it, let's match it. So we're going to use this eyedropper here, and we're going to click on this dark and make it that dark to match. Let's make it a little darker. How about that one? There we go. Okay, cool. Put that right there to cover the words. And then we can add text. So text, add text layer. I don't know what to write. I'm going to click on open text writer. And then I'm going to type in futuristic military quotes or motto. How about that? I'm not sure what's going to come up, but we'll see. So generate, and you'll see if you scroll up, it'll have a lot of different ones here. But let's just say we added this one. It's going to add it right there. Oops, not what I wanted. Go back. Okay. And so here it is. So we could put embrace the future of strength and strategy. That looks pretty good. And we can move that down here. Change this font to maybe Bebos. Like this one. Make it white. And put it right here. Like this. And then we can put a date right here. Maybe it's 2026. So 2026. Put that right here. And then we'll change that. Well, let's make this a kind of a cool color. How about this kind of green that's going on? Paste. That looks pretty good. Let's change the font to something a little bit better. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, so we could make that into a sticker. That's pretty cool. So let's go over here to templates and scroll over here to apparel, because we know that apparel is one of the hottest print on demand items you can do, right? You can make shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops, sportswear, toddlers, face masks, caps, a lot of stuff here. Now you can also do, let's click on packaging over here, and I like beverages. We can do coffee mugs. That's a very, very popular one. But you know, one of the trends right now, riding on hot trends, is something called 6-7. Has anyone heard of 6-7? Yeah. If you haven't, that's okay. You may not have kids. I have 3 that say 6-7 all the time. They don't even know how to define it. And honestly, I hear it so much, so often that it's starting to just become part of our life. And as adults, we're not allowed to say it, but the kids say it all the time. And if I say the temperature is 67 degrees, they'll go right into 6-7, 6-7, and more. But what if we made some items? If I wanted to make my own Printify store using the trend 6-7, let's go ahead and do that, right? So if we go in here, let's go to apparel. Let's go to t-shirt. Actually, it's cold right now. It is 22 degrees here in St. Louis, Missouri on December 1st. Can you believe it's December 1st? I cannot. And we just had Thanksgiving. It was wonderful, quick weekend, and we got some great food. But here, let's go ahead and make a sweatshirt. I want to do a white sweatshirt. So let's go ahead and click on this one. And then click on colors over here. And we're going to click on white. So you're going to type in and go all the way to the corner. That's going to make it white. Click on image here, and you might want to click on save. And this is going to be our cover here. So we're going to click on edits, and we're going to make the background white. So click on white over here. There we go. And we're going to take this stuff out. We're going to make 6-7 a shirt. Let's just make a simple one. So if we type in a layer 6 and make that real big here. And let's go look at the font. So let's go try to find a really cool looking font that kid would like, a teenager, something unique. Let's see if we can find anything that's kind of cool. That one's kind of neat right there. So if we did 6 and then we duplicated that like this and made this 7. Okay, so if we did 6-7 like this, and let's go ahead and type in something else. Go put 6 and put that right. Oops, put this right, maybe like right here, and then bear with me. We're going to put a little shape. Let's do this shape. Just like this, and we're going to make that white. You'll see why in a minute. And we're going to add that layer up here. So let's do this and make this that same font. So that font is called, what is it called? It's called Arvo. Let's go and click on 6. Go here to Arvo, just like there we go. And let's make that bold. And that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Maybe a little bit bigger. So let's make this a little bit bigger. And put that right there. Okay, there's 6. Now let's make 7 by clicking on the duplicate here. And adding 7. Okay, and then go back to shape. Let's do another one of these, make it white, and put this right to where it's the same as this one. There we go. And if we wanted to, if we really wanted to, if I could delete that, go to this and then just click this so it's the same size, and then make sure that they're lined up like that. That might be the best way to do it. And then make sure this is on top here and type in 6, 7. Now that's a little bit big, so we can make it less spacing, or we can just make it a little smaller. Let's make it 45, and maybe just move this over here like this. I hold the control button down. Okay, so 6, 7. Let's make sure it's the same. There we go. Okay, there we have it. Perfect. Okay, so we've got 6, 7. Let's go ahead and click on save and preview that. That looks pretty good. We could move it all up. So if we click on edit and we hold the shift button down and select all of the layers. Oops, I just unselected everything, but do that, and then we can move it a little up and maybe more centered. Okay, preview. Looks pretty good. Okay, so there's one option that we can do, right? We can make the font different. You can make all different colors and just click on save. All right, let's make another one. So let's go ahead and click on exit here and click on start from scratch. Actually, we're going to go over here to templates, go over here to apparel, just like this. Scroll down. Let's do a black one. Here's a kids one. Let's do the kids one. All right, and then colors, I want to make sure they're black. Let's click on this and go to black, images, edit. Okay, we're going to take this out. And what we're going to do is go to background, make sure it's on black. And we can just click this button here, make sure it's all black. Okay, now let's go over here to elements. We're going to just try to find something that kind of just jumps out at us. Let's scroll down here. How about one of these speech bubbles? Let's find one that looks pretty good, like this one would be good. Or if we just want a regular speech bubble, like this one would be funny, right? Let's see here if we can make this a little square. Okay, let's make this a gradient color. So let's go to, oh, it's an image, so you can't make it gradient. That's okay. Leave that here. We might be able to, if we click on shapes and go to, let's see, ooh, the call outs might be good too. Let's click on call out. Yeah, these are better. Okay, let's delete, go to shapes, go to call outs here. Ooh, this pink one looks, it's calling my name here. And oh yeah, this is perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's make this like a bright blue, like a almost, yeah, like that crazy color, right? And then let's make these like a yellow. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's see what else. We got these little, I like the yellow here. Paste, paste. Okay, and then we've got some of these. Let's see what we can do. Let's want to do like a purple. Yeah, like purple looks good. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so now we've got that. That's kind of bold. Let's make the green a little darker though. Let's almost like a blue. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then click on text again. Let's add another one. 6, 7. And make this bold. Let's go find a really good font. Let's make it white. And let's try to make a cool font. Let's go down until we see one that looks pretty good. Definitely not. That one kind of looks psychedelic. Let's keep going. Something that the kids will wear. You know what I mean? Because this is for children, for teens, for the ones in my house that say it all the time. Okay, I like that bold. Looks good. Okay, Let's keep going. Okay, that one's too much. That one's kind of kid-like. Okay, let's do that one. Okay, let's make it, put it right there, barely in the middle. Make this a little bit bigger. Just like that. Ooh, that's perfect. Okay, preview. Now that looks pretty good. Save and exit. My kid would wear that, right? Okay, let's click on save. Let's do one more. Okay, let's do templates. Let's go make a mug. You know who the mug is going to be for? It's going to be for teachers because I am sure they hear it all the time. So go to packaging, click on beverages, click on mugs. Let's pick a mug here. Let's do a black mug. Let's click this one. And just imagine making this, adding it to a store. I think you'd probably do really well. So this is the color of the mug. We can keep it a yellow for now, and then we can move all of this stuff. So I like the text. We're going to keep that text. So let's just put something funny. How about 6? And then I'm going to put that right there. We're going to make another one of those and put that over here. And we're going to put 7. Oops, not 8, 7. And then duplicate this one. And we're going to say out of, put that right here. So 6 out of 7. And we will say teachers, just like this. 6 or 7 teachers, right? And then here we will say think, and then put that right here. Let's take this, duplicate that one, and put this right here. We're going to say 67% of, like that, and make this small. So we're going to put that right here, make this a little small, and then 67. Let's make that O small, OF, instead of a big OF. There we go. And then we can make that a little bit bigger. Okay, and then this one we can say students. You guys know where I'm going with this? Yep. Let's put that right there. Let's resume. Let's go 6 out of 7 students. And then let's get this one here. And then put that right here. And put overuse. And then we will get this, duplicate that, and put that right here. And we'll say 6, 7. 6, 7. What do you guys think? You think a teacher would like to have that as a gift? I think so. Put that right here. Put that right there. And click on save and exit. Let's see what this looks like. Let's move this down a little bit. Like this. Like this. Like this. Move this over. Over. Okay, let's see what that looks like. 6 out of 7. Yep. We can move all of this up too. So click on all of these and move this up just like so. Okay, preview. Okay, I think that is a winner. I think teachers would like that. I might even make this for the teachers that I have for my children. That would be a great gift, right? Awesome. Okay, I hope that gave you ideas. Once you create your designs using ClickDesigns, now you can go over to platforms like Printify and all the ones I showed you earlier, Gelato. You can go on Fiverr and sell your designs. You can do so many things. There's a place called Creative Fabrica that I use, and you can sell your designs there as well. You can also sell your designs inside of ClickDesigns. Let me show you where real fast. By clicking on the marketplace up here, and you can actually add your designs there and go from there. I hope this was helpful. I hope this sparked some interest. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Let me close us out. All right, guys, what did you guys think? Yes, that was amazing. I just am super excited for anyone who embarks on this journey. And I have a heat press here at home, and I love making t-shirts for people or gifts and for clients as well. I do a lot of personalized things. I call myself one creative diva, and I love being crafty. With ClickDesigns, it's made it easier than ever. I used to use Photoshop, which was very difficult and took me a lot of time, and I was good at it, but it just was a lot more steps, a lot more rendering, a lot more pieces you had to click and stuff. Now with ClickDesigns, you just jump in there, you see something you like, you change it out to your own, and boom, you have it ready to go in lots of different formats. And so it's really cool, I would think. I also have other print-on-demand businesses that I've launched, from a beauty brand to other things I'm coming out with later this fall. So I have a lot of stuff, but just know that it is a real business. It is a real thing. You guys could be out there earning money as a print-on-demand retailer, or maybe you're making this stuff for clients. Either way, it's a win-win. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope that sparked some ideas. I'd love to see what action takers have in store. Drop some comments if you're going to try this, even if it's for practice. Drop some of your amazing graphics into the Facebook community so we can all be inspired and motivated. And we'll be back here next week talking about the continuation of 8 ways to earn money with ClickDesigns as we continue on in this series and close out the year. Can you believe it's December? I can't believe it. This year went by way too fast. The beginning of every year, I always think, man, I have all year, and then before you know it, I blink and we are in December and it's Christmas again. So let's enjoy this time, this season, this holiday festivities, and let's keep this conversation going about the amazing tool, ClickDesigns. I will see you guys in the next training. Bye.